Hello, welcome to day 2 of the Made Painting Challenge. Let's have a look at what I did today. Right, I did finish these today. I've actually finished painting them. I've got the shading to do yet. I don't do the shading with the, what's it called? I always forget it, quick shade, until last thing at night. So I'll be doing that in a minute, because it's very smelly. And the way I use it, it doesn't, you're working close to it, it's not dipping and shaking, I paint the stuff on. Anyway, so they'll be done and drying off for the next 24 hours, and I'll just do the final bits and pieces to them. I don't know whether I'll include them in any further painting challenge videos, but yeah, so that's that then. I can now get on with my Prussians. So, okay, I suppose it's the question. Right then, today's question. I'm a bit, how can I put it? Nervous about answering this question. But the question says, do you remember the first minute you ever painted? What was that like? And where is it now? Well, before I answer this question, I just want to touch on a little subject that was raised from yesterday's video. I'm 48 years old. I'm 49 in about, well, I'm 49 on the 26th of May, so I am very old compared to a lot of the people that are putting up videos. Right. 1985, 86 or whatever, it was almost 30 years ago. I've been wargaming and playing with miniatures and whatnot since I was about 7 or 8. So almost nearly 40, well, over 40 years. So that's quite a long time. And remembering things exactly is not one of my fortes. I'll give you an example. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. So what chance have I got remembering everything? The other thing is, I don't make notes, as it were, of things. I just remember stuff by association. So when I talk about things, it's an approximation, and generally I'll be talking about something that happened over a period of years, not at any specific date or time, and it's an emotion. It's a memory. Do you know what I mean? Not an emotion, a memory. And things, you remember stuff and you associate things and where you were and what you were doing. And like I say, I remember in the mid-80s that I had Space Marines, and I painted Space Marines at my mother's house, and father's house, because he was still there. Well, he still is still there, if you know what I mean. But at my parents' house then. And I left home in 1986. And I went back, but I remember painting them while I was there. Hence why I confuse dates. Maybe I'm a bit early, maybe I'm a bit late on things. But the point is, that's not the point. I'm not trying to be exact. I don't think these questions are asking us to be exact. We are supposed to be giving backgrounds to ourselves, where we come from. I don't need to validate myself in any way, shape or form. I think the work that I do and the stuff that I put out speaks for itself. Do you know what I mean? I paint wargame standard miniatures. You know, I'm not a high level painter. You know, if I put my mind to it and I've sat down and entered the competition, then yeah, I could probably paint a miniature as good as, you know, a worthy also ran, if you know what I mean. But no, I mean, to me, it's not important. The fact is, the first things that I did, as I remember them in this old befuddled brain. I'm not interested in. It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? I don't care. And this is why I put this in now, because I'm feared for saying I painted I don't know. Well, actually, I painted the Half Elf Ranger. Was the first miniature I can remember painting for Dungeons and Dragons. and I think that would probably, where was I? I was still in middle school, so I'd be about 10, 11. It was before I went to Canada, and I went to Canada when I was 11. So that meant, so it has to be before I went to Canada. I know when I went to Canada, and I know that I painted this miniature before then. I painted a lot of, so I'll get on to answer the question now. I painted a lot of like TSR, I don't know whether they were TSR, but whatever it was, Dungeons and Dragons miniatures. And they were the first sort of miniatures that I painted. Where they are now, I have no idea. I probably lost them. My mum probably tidied them up. I never saw them again. The first miniatures that I have, how can I say it? The first miniatures still in my possession are the series of the first release Space Marines. And in fact, I was looking back through my videos today, because I couldn't find them yesterday when I was talking about them, and I found some of the first ones that I painted, and I did a video about it a while, ages ago. So what I'll do is I'll put a link into that video below so you can see what they were. So if you pop over and have a look at that video, you'll actually see them. And there's some other stuff there, you know, about early stuff and, you know, remembering things and whatnot. So go and have a look at that, and that'll give you some more information about the first miniatures that I painted that are still in my possession. So that's it. I hope that answers the question. And like I say, that's how I remember it. See ya.